Good morning. Oh, hello. So yeah, I've got a whole day put aside today, make some work. I've decided to come back to one of the spots I found when I came and did this coastal walk last month on the longest day. I come back to Stiffkey, to the big marshes out here where say big humongous skies. It's been raining the whole way here, didn't expect that, but still got shorts on. I've been wearing them every day since. Stinky dog is absolutely in her element as well, but I think sort of being local, I kind of get a good idea of these sort of weather sort of fronts here. We've had this funny old bit of rain this morning which wasn't forecasted. It's going to make for some really moody skies. And you've probably heard me talk before, the big Norfolk skies. Well, this is where hopefully we're going to get some action with those. And yeah, so it's probably going to be a good little stomp right out to the sand from here as well. You just follow this path that you can see I'm on now, from the car park there. And yeah, we just got to keep stomping and stomping, and then eventually we'll get out towards the sea. So yeah, fingers crossed. So obviously there's a lot of creeks around here, so you need to kind of plan where you're going to walk to get out here. But as you can see, we've got bridges to get across, and they're all different shapes and sizes, really funky sort of structures. But yeah, you can't really go wrong. If you follow the path, you're going to do all right, and you're going to get out here okay as well. And we are a few hours after high tide here. I mean, obviously the creeks do fill up. It's going to take a fair bit to be flooding all the higher ground here. Not there's much difference between the higher and the lower ground, but yeah, so you can see this little bridge coming up now. Check it out. It's just beautiful here, look. Little creek. Oh, it's just so nice and relaxing, chilled out. What a lovely space, eh? Look behind us. You can just see where the cars are, where we parked. Hey, Stinky dog. Hello. She's happy. She's all muddy already. Wow, there we go. So right behind me you should be able to see where the car's parked. So it's kind of just straight out from the car, but then you end up here. It's just so bloody beautiful. I mean, the clouds are starting to form up really, really nicely, just as I sort of hoped. We've got this massive old drainage pipe here running right out of the sea, so that's a nice little focal point there to be. I think we're going to be focusing a bit on that for a few images. And then you've got this most amazing sea here. The sand's all ripply. Yeah, there's a bit of a breeze today, but hey ho, I've got a good solid tripod. I've got Albert, the Equinox from Three-Legged Thing today. That's just going to anchor down really, really well. And I mean, the breeze isn't that bad, to be honest. It's yeah, but it's just lush here. I mean, it is a bit muddy. Look, it's that horrible black manky stuff that gets everywhere, but oh well, so what, it washes off. But yeah, again, just this is on my doorstep. I mean, why do we have to go so far to enjoy places and photography? You know what I mean? This is 40 minutes from my house. The dog was getting a little bit impatient at that point, but because it was an early morning sort of get up. I mean, well, so I say early morning, so my wife's gone down to London with the kids, and I've come up to the coast. So I left the house about 8 o'clock, and yeah, got up here for just before 9. Nice slow drive up as well. Yeah, it's just absolutely bliss. This is. I'm just looking forward to getting a little bit further out onto that beach with that pipe. I have a real nice vanishing point running out to the sea, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So got out to this pipe now that I was just mentioning and have a little look around. You're probably going to be able to see a little bit of that cloud texture which is going on. It's slowly evolving and it's turning into something quite cool. The direction we're shooting in though is not really offering itself much, but I mean, look at that composition and that. I'm kind of liking that. Come off to the side a bit as well, so you get a bit of the depth and the structure. I'm liking that as a composition as well. So yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is get the camera set up, see what works, see what doesn't work. Oh, it's so peaceful. I can see 2 people, me and my dog, as far as the eye can see, and this is North Norfolk. Happy friggin' days, eh? This is what it's all about. It's just enjoying it. Stinky dog is just like a pig in doo-doo, and this feels so good. Actually just gives me like little goosebumps just thinking it's just me and the dog here, really just enjoying this, and I'm away from everything, away from the city, away from the traffic. It's lovely. There we go. So camera's all set, shooting a little time lapse down there and I've opted for a 2-stop on the hard grad filter here as well. In fact, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot one with the 2-stop hard grad, one with the 2-stop soft grad. That way you're going to be able to see the difference between the two. So I'll quickly rattle off one frame now, just double check it's all good. Really happy. Not going to change the exposure or anything, just going to swap the filters out, so bear with me 1 minute and I'll do that now. So all I have to do is wipe the front of the lens. There's still a little bit of moisture in the air, but yeah, so I've shot a 2-stop hard grad, which is how I would have approached the shot, and I've also now stuck on the 2-stop soft grad, so you'll see the difference in the effects. It's something that people ask quite a lot. What's good for what filter would you use for what? And I mean, yeah, the idea of my videos here is I just want to be able to inform people and just be able to have, like, when someone says, hey, what does this filter do? I can just say, hey, check this video out. I mean, I don't really learn from sort of reading books or stuff like that. I learn from doing or seeing physically, actually seeing something, and having these videos. I'm just hoping it'll be an aid for somebody and it might be useful. I mean, if it helps out one person, I'm happy. So I've shot that image anyway. So the first image I shot was the hard grad, the second image I shot was the soft grad, and I've got nothing else in there, just a polarizer, and I'm catching out all these bits of grass and everything which have gone out here. Look at the composition. Obviously I haven't got Stinky dog in the photo, but yeah, just catching these nice ripples in the sand as well. So what we're going to do now is I'm quite happy with the shot I got here. I mean, like I said, I prefer the hard grad shot, and yeah, I'll edit them both up the same as well. So I'll just edit up the hard grad one, then I'll drop on the settings in Lightroom just to sync it as well, and then yeah, I'll do a comparison of the both. How does that sound? Walk another 5 minutes along this pipeline here, but have a look on the horizon there. That rain is starting, not rain, it's drizzle really. It's starting to move in pretty quick. But yeah, so I've packed up. So the little tip as well, so when you're shooting on the sandy beaches, something I tend to do most of the time, you collapse your tripod down, you get ready to stomp on your next spot. The feet, don't put them all the way. Yeah, don't put the bottom ones, look, all the way inside. Leave them sticking out until you get home and get them a good old clean. Otherwise, all you're going to do, push that sand straight up the inside of the tripod, and it's just going to end up trashing it over time. And or even if you just have to give it a little dip in some water as you're walking back to the car, that'll sort it all out as well. But yeah, that'll help that out. But that wind's now picking up a bit as well, so I think we're going to end up getting wet. Luckily I brought my rain jacket as well, so fingers crossed we should be alright. But oh, it's just beautiful here. Only footprints of stinky dogs. And obviously having in mind, oh, there's one other set here. Someone's been walking back. Yeah, it's just absolutely lush here. Oh, I might have to come back here again, I reckon. But yeah, so peaceful. That wind. I mean, if that wind wasn't here, you probably all you hear is birds chirping and singing to us. So yeah. I've walked out to the end of the pipe now, and the tide is just about reaching its lowest tide, so there's a nice point of reference for you for coming out here. Yeah, so if you're going to come right out here, you want to be chasing the tide coming out. You don't want to be getting stranded out here. You're going to run into quite a lot of trouble, and yeah, that's the big issue with the flat waters around here in Norfolk. You can quite easily get cut off, so I've easily got a couple of hours yet until anything happens here, but I'm not planning on standing here that long. I've just rattled everything up. You can see the footprints from where we've walked in. The sand is so beautiful. It's just completely unspoilt here, and it's just absolutely love it. This is why I love living in Norfolk. Really, really do. Obviously, I grew up in the north of Scotland and in Norfolk, but the coastline here is just something else. It really, really is. But yeah, so what I've opted for is shooting a really wide panoramic from here, look. And again, I've used that the 0.6, so the 2-stop hard grad, and that's just bringing in the texture in the cloud. And you see the little fluffy bits of cloud there as well. They're just poking out this nice little bit on the distance. I mean, I'm a bit concerned there's not a lot for the panoramic to sort of grab onto for the algorithm to work on it, but you never know, it should be all right. There's a fair bit of texture in sort of like highlights and shadows in the sand. So yeah, with a bit of luck, that should work. But yeah, I mean, look at Stinky Dog. She's just loving it here. So I've got one more shot in mind, and I think that is well, actually two. I want to shoot this bit going behind me. You've got this beautiful highlight in the sand there, look, where it's dried out. Going on the land, the fields behind it, moody clouds as well. Got this pipeline as well. I'm thinking about incorporating that into the shot, so I might come back a little bit. Or the other idea is to go the other side of the pipe and then just shoot onto it, but I think I'm going to lose that highlight in the sand, so I'm probably going to come back a fair bit, shoot in the landscape orientation, factor the pipe into it as being a part of the landscape, and I want to get down to the end of the pipe down there and shoot back onto the land as well. I think this is a nice feature here, which just runs right through the landscape. And I mean, you know my work, I love like man's interaction with the landscape and bits and pieces like that, so yeah, why the hell not, eh? It's something a little bit different. One of these things on our coastline that probably a million people have walked past and thought, oh, that ruins it, but to me, I like trying to make it work in the photo. So yeah, trying something different is always good fun. There we are. So I've flipped the camera around, not really changed much from the direction I shot for the other image, but I've come a couple of foot back anyway, about 6 foot, just so I could get a little bit of an elevation, a bit more of an elevation for the highlights on the sand, which are actually now starting to disappear as well. So I think I timed that quite right. The skies come really, really moody as well, but I've also shot another panoramic. I mean, I've got no idea how these are going to come out. It's shooting this pipe, running right through there, peculiar angle to the horizon. I mean, it's not really in my favour here, so yeah, you might end up just getting the wide angle sort of like 12-13mm shot I shot in the 10-24, but if it works, bonus. I mean, that's going to be really, really nice. But yes, I'm now going to push up to the end of the pipe, shoot back. Tides is on the flip now, but what I'm more worried about is this weather moving in and getting absolutely soaked. So yeah, but if I'm really honest with myself, I think I found a new favourite place here. I absolutely love it here. So I ended up coming down to the end of the pipe, well, apart from those last 2 bits there, you can see. But yeah, I've rattled off a few different compositions here, going to see what sort of works, what doesn't work. Got a fair few that I think I'm going to kind of like. But from here, yeah, I'm going to pack up now, stomp back down to the car and head further around the coast towards Great Yarmouth Way. So I think that's going to be my plan. And yeah, and we can see what we can find in there. I think I'm going to head down just past Backton to Walcott. I think there's a few bits of sea defence there I want to see, and from there I think I'm going to head down to Hopton eventually as well, and just make the most of this lovely day. I think it's just so nice just being out in the summer, enjoying it. Stinky Dog's found a nice shell. Look. Hey Stinky. He just absolutely loves it out here. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the bag onto some higher sand up there where it's a bit drier, get everything packed down, get stomped back to the car and make a bit of a move.